there's the results from last night. And we'll see how close I got. Here's the big prize. Here's how they pay out. There you go. There's first place. Oh no. Oh, results. This is how it goes. You can see, we'll go head to head. Oops. And here's the difference between $200,000 and me. Oh, the pain, the pain. I tell it was really close. But here's the difference between players. That's what you're looking for. The thing of it is, on the main slate, Gannis didn't even figure in. And I knew that. I took advantage of it. But I come up 20 points short. Don't seem like much, but in this game, that's thousands. So that is fantasy basketball. Well, I think the only option for the Muslim players is to start taking these castles. There shouldn't be any problem with the forces I got. The only thing is the attrition coming on down. The only way to stave off a automatic Christian victory is to get those points. Like I said, I could just throw everything on Jerusalem and wear down my forces and call it a game. I think the smart thing to do would be to go start getting some of these castles. Now, once I do though, this here's about my force. That's it. There's nobody coming up on the reinforcement track for me. Christian player gets all these forces coming up on turn 4. It's going to be a game changer. But the key thing is you always want to look at the victory conditions. Needing 19 by turn 4 now is going to be a big task. Or the game ends with a Christian auto victory. If not, the crusade arrives. Once it arrives, though, I got to get 25 victory points. And Christian player only needs 19. Man, that's a tall order. We're here to slug it out and see what we can do with it. I'm thinking, though, once I do get these and I can hold off, hopefully replacements come into effect. This is a game of attrition. And I got all kinds of cavalry, do all kinds of, it's called shadowing. We got to get them out of Jerusalem and out of Acre. But we'll definitely beat them on the field. Behind the walls, it might be a little bit too much. But once we stave off the automatic victory on turn 4, I don't know how you battle those two stacks. So we'll see what's up. We'll see if we can get Saladin back. But yeah, it might be another loss for the Muslim player. And I don't think the Muslim players run one of these scenarios yet. I've only played about 3 or 4. But yeah, it's been all Christian all the way. So I'm just an inept Muslim commander. But like I said, in 2 of these games, it was that epidemic card that flipped it for the Muslims. So we are off to see what card he's going to play. I think the only card I got, now this would be a really good card. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is in Sarah Gems or whatever. Activate a leader with a 1. My leader's a 2, so I can't do that. Would like to use that card. You know what? I guess I could have played this card with a +1 instead of that diplomatic advantage marker. Oh, that's probably what I should have did, or maybe just hang on to the card and see what goes on with it. But looking at it, I don't have nobody to activate. Let's want to make a vassal move. That should have been what I did. Just played the card and kept the diplomatic advantage marker. Then I'd be down to 1 card. The turn would be over. Then you got demobilization and all that other good stuff. But let me see here. What do I do? Why did I see that? Diplomatic Yeah, I think I will give myself the, oops, wrong one, diplomatic advantage marker back to me. I will I've played Rooses and Saracens on his diplomatic overture to the Saracens. That would have added one to it, so I keep that. I'm down to one card here now. Okay, we're up to date. That's what I would have done. I just didn't see it. And luckily in my game I could rewind it like that. Well, I like to do things the right way though. Now if I had an opponent, he might go wah wah, which is true I would be too. But let's just, we're assuming our daddy was smart, huh? That's a big assumption. All right. I didn't get away with it. Got a couple minutes in. Let me see. I got 4 minutes and 37 seconds. I gotta go. Be back. Old Al Adil pulling out of a Karak. Left a little bit of a garrison there, a reduced unit. But I don't have to go far to get to Karak de Montreal. And he's going to stop there and have a little call for surrender. Or an assault. We'll just see what happens, how to get that. But whatever is the least painful. First of all, he's got 11 units. And we're over here on the attrition table under 11. And we'll be rolling a die and modifying his roll. But he is in a pretty hot spot, even for the winter time. And that'll definitely have an effect. Positives are that he'll be leaving from a friendly stronghold, but negative will be he will land on a spot with a unfriendly stronghold and with some pretty harsh conditions. So hold on a second. All right. So that's the situation. Rolling one die with some modifiers, and we'll see what's up. The old. This is gonna be a fun box. 2. Ooh, that's always good. You want a low number. Alright, so space of friendly stronghold, 1 per space. Movement point space. Alright, well he didn't really use a movement point to get to that space, so don't get that one. Harsh terrain. That'll make it a 3. That's a friendly stronghold is present. That's not gonna happen. Mountain pass, enemy stronghold in space. And the space is a 4-5. Crossing Agent Minor being shadowed. So we get the big 5 going on there, and it'll be a 2-step loss for old Al Adil. And I don't know what's wiser, to reduce a unit. And I think I gotta build him back up, or either way, he's gotta take something off. So let's just get rid of the excess baggage. 2 steps, lost 2 units there. And it's like I said earlier with this campaign, going for all these castles. I have enough units left. Like I said, it isn't looking good for the Muslim player, which is a shame. Would have been a really good game, but yeah, that epidemic card pretty well got him. All right, we have ourselves a Muslim dead pile. Oh yeah, and we will commence for looking through the rules for the call to surrender, if any, because that call for surrender mark's already up there. They've been declining that, and it's been working out for them, so it might be a negative modifier on the roll. Might just have to go ahead and assault to see what's up. We'll be right back. Alright, well, it'll be the last card played by the Muslim player too, so he's got more cards over here. I don't know, it's maybe 1 or 2, but he has moved. They have no units there. The garrison, so they have their basic resistance factor of 3 to deal with. But that is like garrison from the Kingdom of Jerusalem, so it's their garrison there. We're gonna roll 1 dice for the call of surrender, and we have to get a 3 or what is it? Roll higher. The active player must roll higher than this number 1 die to capture the stronghold. Huh. Calculate the stronghold's resistance factor if this is the first attempt. It must roll higher than this number. Rule is modified. So, alright. Minus the number of previously failed surrender demands. Alright, we gotta look up here. I don't have to use this zoom feature. There you go. Failed calls for surrender. So that's 1. If we do this one, that's going to move up to 2 if he fails. So it's not really good to get all these calls of surrender. We'll see what's going on. All right. So it's -1 on a die roll. If an active leader has a battle rating of 3 or 4, he's only got a. Ooh, was that the center number? He might. No, it's only a 2. Yeah, he's only got a 2. Alright, so I don't get that. That would help. So I'm already looking at a -1 on my die roll, and I need to get a greater than 3. Alright, if the active leader has fewer than 6 units, no. If elsewhere, this is the one that's really key. If elsewhere there's at least 1 unbesieged enemy army with the combat strength of at least half, so I got 11. 11. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So he's got at least half. And they weren't able to get there within movements. All right, let's look at that. There's at least 1 unbesieged army with a combat strength, at least half of that. I got 11. I got 6. With enough movement points to reach the space within 1 normal activation, that's for sure. Specific calculation of distance. Ignore the intervening troops. It is that. Hold on. Ignore any intervening troops from either side. It is not dependent on a defender having a card that could move. Okay. Command restrictions do apply. Alright, well, cool. That's going to work. So I'll get that. It's -3 on the roll. Oh, -3 on the roll. Call for surrender. So if I get a 6, it'll be a 3. So I need that number and less. Must roll higher than this number. So I'm going to roll a die and add 3 to the roll. Or -3 to the roll. So if I get a 6, it's still going to be a 3. So it's a useless call of surrender. Yeah, I'm not going to make it. I'm not doing it. If I do roll a 6, I got to take half and move off. That just makes it up. No good. No good. We won't be using that. Alright, let me look under assault and we'll be right back. Well, it just so happens that when you don't have a call for surrender, the only thing you can do is establish a siege. But after that, I mean, it tells you that once I establish a siege, that's it for this turn. I'll have to wait till next turn, but the problem is there's no more cards, no more turns, so I won't even be able to establish a siege. Assault, which happens in rounds after the siege has been established. So I can't even do that. Fortunes of Wars, grab a card. Starvation. I could try to get a blockade going on there, I guess, but man, do I even want to move there now? Wait till next turn. Oh, I would have played my card to have moved there. Hold on a second. I have a freaking. Oops. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get him. Oh no. It's not a fly. I'll get him here real quick. Hold on a second. It's been really wet, and we got that great deck out there. But sorry about that. There are flies everywhere, so I had to put up fly tape. And she says there's got to be something dead underneath the deck. I don't know if there is. I don't think there is, or else you'd smell it. But that place, I just got flies everywhere out there. So before you sit down and enjoy it, you have to get a fly swatter and start coming. But this doesn't look like a flea or something. We got the dog, and we opened up the door to let him out. And he's a poker. He will just take 5 or 10 minutes while that door's open, the air conditioner's on. And he just watched the flies fly in and out. You're like, come on, dog, really? The things we do for our animals. But anyway, all right. So much for the bug killing mission. What are we doing here? Yeah, so I don't know if I want to. I got a card. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. He can't assault. He's going to lay siege. We'll just lay siege. But don't we lose diplomatic advantage marker if we do and it's broke off for any reason? I think we do. So we are going back to our little spot here. Alright, we're not going to play that game. Resistance factor 3, we'll take that away because we'll say we never did that. Here's what the Muslim players could, would, and should do now that he knows the rules, which is what I should have known, but like I said, I played this game once every couple of weeks. Alright, so I'm going to discard a card. I'm discarding. That's taking care of my turn. No good. I'm not doing anything. Don't want to move anybody up here. I don't think so. It's demobilization. So I'm going to sit pat. We're not going. I can't capture any castles. No calls for surrender. So that is discard. We're going to take the strategy phase. Move it to the Christian player. And I'll see what he wants to do. Alright. Dice over there for the Muslim player. I got 2 cards. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, I got 3 cards here. Alright, well, he's still got the diplomatic advantage marker. And I could try to do some, I guess, some diplomacy. That's the only thing. Try to get another hammer on those assassins. Now, the only thing is, you got to have a card with that number up there, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I need a 1. He will use that marker, so there'll be a -1 on the die roll, or a +1 on a die roll. So that means even if I roll a 1, I can't. That won't work. So, all right, that's useless. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Possible actions. Activate leader. Causes event. You may use a card to activate an army after the value of following applies from your opponent's hand. He ain't got no cards left, so this is mute or moot. Battle. That's moot. That's moot. That's for a Muslim player. Alright, I'm going to have to see what's going on here. I'm going to have to just start discarding cards and get this turn over with. Get to demobilization. Way back, gotta look at the board. Don't see any real options for a Christian player at all. I don't want to move out of my garrisons. I was thinking about maybe grabbing a castle or something, but why weaken my forces? I'm in a good sit back, relax spot and wait for my reinforcements to arrive. And that's a bunch of card play. So to see what's up. I thought about moving these guys out, but he's got that guy well garrisoned. We're going to demobilize and all that anyway. Can't do any diplomatic moves because he's got the diplomatic marker, and that's my only card. So, for a Christian player, I'm going to discard. He has nothing to do. I'm going to discard. He has nothing to do. I am going to discard. He has nothing to do. So that is it. We will be going to the... I wish I had like a sequence of play on this one. Strategy phase. Ending of the strategy phase. Demobilization. Let me look at that. In section 16. And we'll be back. That'll be the end of the turn. So, gotta get rid of some units. I think it's just the Muslim player that does. But on the positive side, I guess, is old Saladin might be coming back. Way back. All right, just a little note here before we move on to the demobilization phase. I did